Dear students, today I am going to discuss about the continuation of sequences, and based on sequences we have to do some problems based on the sequences, and also some theorems are there. Now we have choose the one limit proof theorem. Let Sn be a sequence of non-negative real numbers, and suppose S is equal to limit Sn. Prove limit root Sn is equal to root S. Here first we have to take the discussion. Consider epsilon greater than 0. We need to show that there exists n such that small n greater than capital N. This implies mod root Sn minus root S less than epsilon. Consider root Sn minus root S is equal to this root Sn minus root S multiplication and divided by root Sn plus root S. This will becomes root Sn minus root S into root Sn plus root S by root Sn plus root S. Now numerator will becomes product of two terms. One is the plus and another one is in negative. So product of two terms a plus b, this is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. So a square minus b square. Here root Sn whole square means Sn, root S whole square means S. We got Sn minus S by root Sn plus root S. Since Sn greater than or equal to 0, for every small n belongs to capital N, we have S greater than or equal to 0. Since if S greater than or equal to 0, root of Sn is also greater than or equal to 0. This implies root of Sn plus root S is greater than or equal to what? Root S. This implies 1 by root of Sn plus root of S is less than or equal to root S. And here the continuation of the last slide. Root Sn greater than or equal to 0. Root of this implies root of Sn plus root S is greater than or equal to root S. Reciprocal of root Sn plus root S is greater than or root S is 1 by root of Sn plus root of S is less than or equal to root S. Now total inequality is multiplied by mod Sn minus S. Mod Sn minus S by root of Sn plus root S less than or equal to mod of Sn minus S by root S. Therefore, mod of root Sn minus root S is equal to modulus of Sn minus S by root of Sn plus root S less than or equal to, what is the value of root Sn plus root S? Is root S. Therefore, mod Sn minus S by root S. If S is greater than 0, we select capital N so that modulus of Sn minus S is less than epsilon root S for small n greater than capital N. If S is equal to 0, then limit Sn is equal to 0 by convergent definition. Therefore, limit root Sn is equal to 0. If yes, limit Sn is equal to 0 means, therefore limit of root Sn is equal to what? 0 only. This is discussion. Next, formal proof. Case 1. Here formal proof arises two cases, case 1 and case 2. First of all, we take the case 1. If S greater than or equal to 0, let for every epsilon greater than 0, then epsilon root S is greater than 0. Continue the next slide. Since limit of Sn is equal to S, limit of Sn is equal to S, and limit of Sn is equal to S means Sn is converges to S. So for there exists a capital N such that n greater than or equal to capital N. This implies mod Sn minus S is less than epsilon into root S. For this capital N greater than capital N implies modulus of root Sn minus S is less than or equal to mod of Sn minus S by root S is less than. So what is the value of mod Sn minus S? Epsilon root S. So the value of mod Sn minus S is root epsilon root S by root S. So root S gets cancelled. We got epsilon only. So limit of root Sn is converges to root S only. This is case 1. Now we take the case 2. If S is equal to 0, limit of Sn is equal to what? 0. So for each epsilon, here limit of Sn is equal to 0 means Sn is converges to 0. For each epsilon greater than 0, then epsilon square is also greater than 0. Since limit of Sn is equal to 0, for convergent definition, there exists a capital N such that n greater than capital N mod Sn minus S mod Sn minus 0 less than epsilon square. So what about here? Mod Sn is less than epsilon square and mod of root Sn is less than epsilon. This means here modulus of root Sn minus 0 less than epsilon only. This means limit of root Sn is equal to 0. So root Sn is converges to root S only. Okay. Now continue the next slide. Here took an example. Prove the following. Limit of minus 1 whole power n by n is equal to 0. Limit of 1 by n power 1 by 3 is equal to 0. Limit of 2n minus 1 by 3n plus 2 is equal to 2 by 3. This is 2 by 3. And now take the solution of A. Now consider discussion. Consider epsilon greater than 0 modulus of minus 1 whole power n by n minus 0 less than epsilon. It implies modulus of minus 1 whole power n by n less than epsilon, and this is equal to 1 by n less than epsilon. This implies 1 by n. Here n greater than 1 by epsilon. N greater than what is, we take the capital N is equal to what? 1 by epsilon. This is about discussion. Now take the formal proof. Let epsilon greater than 0, take n is equal to 1 by epsilon. Then n greater than capital N, this implies n greater than 1 by epsilon. This implies 1 by n. What is the reciprocal of n greater than 1 by epsilon? 1 by n less than epsilon. And this is modulus of minus 1 whole power n by n minus 0 is less than epsilon. This means limit of minus 1 whole power n by n is equal to is 0, and this means limit of minus 1 whole power n by n converges to 0 only. Next, continue the next slide and determine the limits of the following sequences, then prove your claims. Next we take the last slide, before last slide. Here we have did only the solution of A only. Now here B and C are you have homework for you. So you do as like as this problem and show me homework. Okay. Next, continue the next slide. Determine the limits of the following sequences and then prove your claims. Here what is an is equal to n by n square plus 1, bn is equal to 7n minus 19 by 3n plus 7, cn is equal to 4n plus 3 by 7n minus 5, and dn is equal to 2n plus 4 by 5n plus 2, sn is equal to 1 by n sin n. Solution of A. Claim. limit an is equal to limit of n by n square plus 1. This is solution of a. And limit n is equal to what? N by n square plus 1. Limit of, here takes common n from numerator and denominator. N gets cancelled. 1 by n plus 1 by n is there in denominator. Here apply limit n tends to infinity means 1 by n tends to 0, and again 1 by n tends to 0. Limit 1 by n is equal to 0. Proof. Consider epsilon greater than 0, modulus of n by n square plus 1 minus 0 less than epsilon. This implies modulus of n by n square plus 1 is less than epsilon. For n greater than or equal to 1, n and n square plus 1 are positive. N greater than or equal to 1, n and n square plus 1 are positive. So we can drop absolute value. Continue the next slide. You can drop the absolute value, that is n by n square plus 1 is less than epsilon, and 1 by for n greater than or equal to 1, 1 by n square plus 1 is less than 1 by n square, and this implies this is true for all n greater than or equal to 1. This inequality 1 by n square plus 1 is less than 1 by n square is true for all n greater than or equal to 1. This implies n by, now multiplying n by both sides of this inequality, n by n square plus 1 less than n by n square. N by n square is n gets cancelled, we got 1 by n. That means n by n square plus 1 less than 1 by n. Now assume 1 by n less than epsilon. This implies n greater than 1 by epsilon. You can choose here capital N is equal to 1 by epsilon. Now take the formal proof. Let epsilon greater than 0, take capital N is equal to 1 by epsilon. Now for each n greater than capital N greater than capital N means 1 by epsilon, and 1 by n is less than epsilon, and n by n square plus 1 is less than 1 by n is less than epsilon only. So for this reason, modulus of n by n square plus 1 minus 0 is less than epsilon. So limit of n by n square plus 1 is 0 only. Continue the next slide. Solution of E. Claim. Limit 1 by n sin n is equal to 0. How? Limit 1 by n sin n is equal to 0. How it is 0? Here since minus 1, here sin n is lies between minus 1 to plus 1. Hence sin n is bounded under limit of 1 by n is 0. And discussion. Consider for each epsilon greater than 0, therefore modulus of 1 by n sin n is less than epsilon. This implies 1 by n mod sin n is also less than epsilon, but mod sin n is less than or equal to 1, plus mod sin is lies between plus or minus 1. This implies 1 by n mod sin n is less than or equal to 1 by n, because sin n is lies between minus 1 and 1. If we choose 1 by n is less than epsilon, then n greater than 1 by epsilon, then 1 by n modulus of 1 by n sin n is less than 1 by n less than epsilon. For n greater than 1 by epsilon, you can take, you choose capital N is equal to 1 by epsilon. Now take the formal proof. Continue the next slide. For epsilon greater than 0, take n is equal to 1 by epsilon, then n greater than capital N, this implies n greater than 1 by epsilon. What is formal proof? Let epsilon greater than 0, take capital N is equal to 1 by epsilon, then small n greater than capital N, this implies n greater than 1 by epsilon. This implies reciprocal of n greater than 1 by epsilon is 1 by n less than epsilon. This implies modulus of 1 by n sin n less than 1 by n less than epsilon, and this leads to the modulus of 1 by n sin n minus 0 is less than epsilon. This means limit of 1 by n sin n is converges to 0 only. Here take another example. Limit Sn be a sequence of non-negative real numbers. and suppose limit Sn is equal to 0, prove limit of root Sn is equal to 0. Here proof is in example, first example in this class, and case 2 only. Already we have did case 2. So this proof is example 1 case 2 only. Continue the next slide. Take the another example. Let Tn be a bounded sequence. Tn be a bounded sequence, that is there exist capital M such that mod Tn less than or equal to capital M for all n, and let Sn be a sequence such that limit of Sn is equal to 0. Prove limit Sn Tn is equal to 0. Here discussion. What is discussion here? Modulus of Sn Tn is equal to or less than or equal to by using triangle inequality mod Sn, or not triangle, modulus of Sn Tn is less than or equal to mod Sn Tn is less than or equal to mod Sn into, what about Tn here? Modulus of Tn is less than or equal to m, means here mod Sn into m. For given epsilon greater than 0, we have epsilon by m greater than 0. If epsilon is greater than 0, what about epsilon by m? Epsilon by m is also greater than 0. Since limit Sn is equal to 0, Sn is equal to 0 means Sn is converges to 0. By definition of convergent sequence, there exists capital N such that n small n greater than capital N. This implies modulus of Sn minus 0 is less than epsilon by m. That means modulus of Sn is less than epsilon by m only. Therefore, modulus of Sn Tn minus 0 is less than or equal to modulus of Sn into m is less than, what is the value of Sn? Epsilon by m. So epsilon by m into m, mm gets cancelled, we got epsilon. That means modulus of Sn minus Tn, modulus of Sn into Tn minus 0 is less than epsilon. And take the formal proof. For let epsilon greater than 0, then epsilon by m greater than 0. Since limit of Sn is equal to 0, by convergent definition, there exists a small n belongs to capital N says that n greater than capital N. This implies modulus of Sn minus 0 less than epsilon by m. This implies modulus of Sn is less than epsilon by m. Continue the next slide. Therefore, now for n greater than or equal to capital N, n greater than capital N, modulus of Sn into Tn minus 0 is equal to modulus of Sn Tn, and is less than or equal to mod Sn mod Tn, less than or equal to mod Sn into, what is the value of Tn? Capital M. And what about value of Sn? Epsilon by m. So less than epsilon by m into m is equal to epsilon. Therefore, limit of Sn Tn is equal to what? 0 only. Squeeze lemma. Consider three sequences an, bn and Sn such that the statement of the limit squeeze lemma. Okay. Here consider three sequences an, bn and Sn such that the condition is an is less than or equal to Sn is less than or equal to bn for all n, and limit of an is equal to limit of bn is equal to n. Yes, prove limit Sn is equal to s only. So continue the next slide, this proof. Suppose, this is also second problem B in this lemma. Suppose Sn and Tn are sequences such that modulus of Sn is less than or equal to Tn for every n, and limit Tn is equal to 0. Prove limit of mod Sn is equal to 0. Proof of A. Consider epsilon greater than 0. Since limit an is equal to s, that means an is converges to s. There exists a capital N such that mod an minus s is less than epsilon whenever n greater than capital N1. Since limit bn is equal to s, that means bn is converges to s by definition of convergent sequence, there exists n2, capital N2 such that modulus of Bn minus S is less than epsilon whenever n small n greater than capital N2. Let capital N is equal to maximum of N1 comma N2. Therefore, n greater than capital N, this implies n greater than or equal to capital N1 and n greater than or equal to capital N2. This implies modulus of An minus S is less than epsilon and modulus of Bn minus S is less than epsilon. Here both are lies modulus of An minus S less than epsilon, modulus of Bn minus S less than, both are converges to S only. Here according to these two, this implies Sn minus epsilon less than An less than S plus epsilon. Modulus of An minus S is less than epsilon can be written as S minus epsilon less than An less than S plus epsilon and S minus epsilon less than Bn less than S plus epsilon. S minus epsilon less than An less than Sn less than or equal to Bn less than S plus epsilon. Here observing about two statements, here An less than or Sn less than or Bn can be written as Sn minus epsilon less than An less than Sn less than or equal to Bn less than S plus epsilon. Now here according to modulus of An minus S is less than epsilon, this is written as S minus epsilon is less than Sn less than S plus epsilon. This implies modulus of Sn minus S is less than epsilon. Therefore, limit of Sn is converges to S only. Continue the next slide. Proof of B. Given modulus of Sn is less than or equal to n for all n, and by using squeeze lemma, here 0 less than or equal to is modulus of Sn less than or equal to Tn for all n, but limit of 0 is equal to limit of Tn is equal to 0. By squeeze lemma, squeeze theorem, if limit of 0 is equal to 0 and limit of Tn is equal to 0, then limit of mod Sn is also equal to 0 only, because the condition 0 less than or equal to modulus of Sn is less than or equal to Tn satisfies this condition only. Okay, next continue the next slide. Limit theorems for sequences. A sequence Sn of real number is said to be bounded if the set Sn such that n belongs to capital N is bounded set. That is, there exists a constant capital M such that modulus of Sn is less than or equal to m for all n, or in other way you can say that if there exists small m and capital M such that small m is less than or equal to Sn less than or equal to capital M for all n. Here first theorem is the convergent sequences are bounded. Let Sn be a convergent sequence. That means Sn is converges to a limit of Sn is equal to S only. Continue the next slide. Take epsilon is equal to 1. Take epsilon is equal to 1. There exists small capital N in n so that n greater than capital N. This implies modulus of Sn minus S less than epsilon for every n greater than capital N. From triangle inequality, here this implies n greater than capital N, modulus of Sn minus modulus of S is less than modulus of Sn minus S is less than 1. Here 1 means here epsilon. Epsilon is equal to what? 1. So modulus of Sn is less than modulus of S plus 1. We put capital M is equal to maximum of S1 mod S1 comma mod S2 comma so on mod Sn comma mod S plus 1. Clearly what is the maximum here? Mod Sn is less than or equal to capital M for all n Therefore, this is written as here, show that Sn is bounded sequence for this condition. Mod Sn is less than or equal to capital M means Sn is bounded sequence only. Okay. Now class is ended. Tomorrow we continue the next class. Okay. Thank you.